think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, ma'am.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?
Okay. You dumb spider. Listen, I know that's right, Miss Netta, because we ain't sparing nobody. We ain't sparing nobody in 2024. If you don't want us coming for you, then don't come for me, because we may come differently. We may come differently. And that's the thing about it, y'all. And that's how we coming tonight. We're going to talk about the trip from hell. But you know, we always send a little bit of a little something over here in the palace when we're talking. Happy Monday, y'all. It is Monday night party in the chat. You already know how we get down on Monday night party in the chat. Listen, I am not responsible for any fights, any bumper cars that go down. Yes, these dumb spiders, baby. Let me tell you something. These dumb spiders be out here loud and proud, right? Now, when you put that shoe on their ass and smack them and whack them, that's it. That's all. You dumb spider. I ain't worried about the dumb ones. It's the ones we don't see that we need to keep an eye on, right? Yes, dumb spiders. But we got the dumb ones. We can see the dumb ones. We're not worried about the dumb ones, because you can whack them and take them out anytime you get ready. It's the ones you don't see. But listen, sometimes it takes years, like they say, to make a chess move. And I'm okay with waiting. Are y'all okay with waiting sometimes when you're talking about chess?
You have to be patient. You don't got to make no moves. You ain't playing checkers. You playing chess. It take years for some moves to be made. God will show you. If you want to know, just pray. Get close to him. God, show me. You have to be patient. You don't got to make no moves. You ain't playing checkers. You playing chess. It take years for some moves to be made. God will show you. If you want to know, just pray. Get close to him. God, show me.
Listen, sometimes you got to remember you playing chess and not checkers. Study the board. Know where the players are. Take your time and make your move. Don't let nobody rush you. Don't let nobody bait you out of your position. If you are the queen or the king, stand guard. Stand guard. Take your time and make your move. And when you do, you check a bitch. Checkmate. Checkmate. You get what I'm saying? Always be cute says you better remind them of patience. Listen, we got time today. We got time today, tomorrow, the next day, the next week. We got time. Checkmate. 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 I love it. I love it. I love it, y'all. Do any chess players in here? Any chess players in here? Anybody has the patience of Job? Anybody understands the game of chess? Anybody understands how that works? See, once you've made your move, now you got to wait. Now you got to wait. And listen, the trip from hell, man, there's so many chess moves been played and made out here in these YouTube streets and in conjunction with this show. Y'all, I can't believe it. I got a good old kiki this weekend. I'm like, look, my mouth has dropped. I've clutched my pearls 1,000 times because I could not believe some of the things that are going out here. Anything for $1 to make you holler, baby. How low will you go? How low will you go? We're going to start with Carlos King today. But I kind of feel like I need to take my time on this one. Is that all right with you? I kind of feel like I need to take my time on this one. And I want to. So give me a second. We're going to talk about this show, The Trip from Hell, the plan that backfired. Listen, I've been trying to tell y'all for a long time, baby. It's just not checkers. If you sit back and watch the board, you'll know where every player is, including the dumb spiders and the ones that you don't see. It takes time. You can only put on for so long and then boom, got them, like Kanye says. Got them. They're going to come out eventually. They're going to come out eventually and they are out. And you have watched it go down, baby. But let me tell you one thing that made me laugh between Sonny and Marcella, baby. I got a good old chuckle and we are going to talk about that. Listen, that was a good ass fight. I listen, Sonny read her for filth. You hear me? For filth. That was a good fight. Now, at first I said Sonny in my head. I said Sonny should not have gone over there. But when I heard how she read her baby, when she read her from cover to cover, I was like, you know what? This time I understand the game. I can make an exception. Because listen, she did not go to play. Kicking it with Courtney said, listen, Sonny got me back on her team with that one, Redder for Filth. Redder for Filth. And we're going to go over it. We're going to laugh together. It would look, ladies. Listen, Marcella, Sonny, it was good. Y'all, that's one that goes down for the books. That's one that went down for the books. And I'm going to have to give you ladies a round of applause. Listen. That was a good fight. Now, here's the thing about some of y'all. You don't know when to stop. Leave it alone, ladies. Leave it alone. Leave it right there. That was good enough. That was a standing ovation. That was a hell of a fight. And even I laughed on both sides. I laughed. But we're going to go over that a little bit later because I got to jump into, listen, I got to jump into Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 9, Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 9, episode 3. Now, if y'all want to come up here, y'all already know what time it is for me to open up those lines. Otherwise, I'm going to carry the ball by myself and I'm going to score a touchdown. Listen, watch me whip and watch me nay. But where we going to start? Carlos King. I think I'm going to start with you. They say when you start, you always, you know what? You cut the snake off from the head. That's what my grandmother used to say. Cut the snake off from the head. And that's why I played it. And when I talk, I mean what the fuck I say. You get what I'm saying? I mean what the fuck I say because I'm bilingual and I don't mean Spanish and English. I can get down either way. So I'm very selective with my words and I mean what I say. Now I'm going to start with Carlos King. But when I say it's a game of chess and
You
not
have
checkers,
to be patient. You don't got to make no moves. You ain't playing checkers. You playing chess. It take years for some moves to be made. God is showing.
That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, Carlos King, I see you. I see you, Carlos King, and I hope y'all do too. Let me tell you something. Listen, it's a brilliant plot for a different audience. If this were a different audience, I would give Carlos King a standing ovation for the plot that he's concocted to take Melody Cherie down. But I can't because I think it's a brilliant plot for a different audience. More of a low vibrational audience, an audience that doesn't do well and think for themselves, an audience that's not tapped in, an audience that won't pull up, an audience that'll believe anything you tell them, even when it's a lie. Brilliant plot, wrong audience. You see what I'm saying? But ain't nobody got time for that. Because you can only go so far when you play dirty. And you should know that, Carlos, because you rub elbows with the queen herself, Nene Leakes. You couldn't run Melody off, in my opinion. Now, all of this is my opinion. I've been watching the game for a while. I sit back, I watch it from bloggers to this, to paid blogs on Instagram, who's putting stories out, who's paying for what. Just sit back and watch. And you'll soon learn who's on the board. Now, here's the thing. You can only go so far when you play dirty because dirty can only take you so far and then you're going to run out of gas. Now, you couldn't run Melody off, but God knows you tried. So what's next? Oh, the fan base. I get it. The fan base. Okay. Now, you said it was 10 of them. And because you counted them, I'm going to go with you, Carlos, because you said it was 10 of them. So I assume you know who they are. So why would you concoct an entire season around 10 people? 10 people had that much power to take down businesses, moguls, multi-millionaires? 10 people. You said it was 10. Just 10 of them, okay? Who are they? And how important are they that you thought it would be a great idea to encourage your boring ass cast members, and I say that. I said I choose my words very carefully. I say what I mean. That you chose your boring ass cast members with no storyline to bring to the show or make an elderly woman their storyline. Like who do you bounce these ideas off of? Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Who thought that would be a great idea to make that a storyline? Okay. Stormy went to jail because of what came out of her mouth. That's it. That's all. Let me say it again. Stormy went to jail. Stormy still went to jail because of what came out of her mouth, which you can find on YouTube. You can pull the tape. That's why there was a warrant for her arrest, okay? Let me ask you this. Who argues with the elderly? Because I don't. Who argues with the elderly? Stormy. Who would argue with an elderly person? Because to me, it's like taking candy from a baby. Who comes out hard against the elderly? Make it make sense. Now, I've heard and I've seen it all. But you went to jail because you made a threat to an elder. And can't nobody have you arrested unless you break the law. You know what? I'm finna go. I'm finna log off. Baby, can't nobody have you arrested. Can't nobody put nobody in jail unless you broke the law or break the law. That's it. That's all. So when you hear somebody say they had me arrested, your question should be, what law did you break? What did you do? Or when you hear somebody say, I'm sending them to jail, what law did they break? Can't nobody have you arrested unless you break the law. And if that's the case, hell, we can all go down there to every local precinct in our city, in our state, and get whomever arrested that we don't like or we don't care for. Do y'all actually pause and listen to people when they talk? That's what I'm saying. Brilliant plot, wrong audience, at least for the ones over here in the palace. Because we do more listening than we do talking. We listen, we formulate, then we talk. Now, if you were sitting there watching that screen, did you not ask yourself, how can somebody just send you to jail? She sent me to jail. She got me arrested. Oh, is that the way the law works now? That I can just send you to jail? Well, shit, I got a few names on my list that I'm finna send to jail. Do y'all ask yourself and say, that don't make no sense, even if that's my favorite, even if I like her products, that don't make no sense. Can't nobody just send you to jail. Can't nobody just have you arrested. Did you ever think to yourself to say, what'd she do? Or did you just run with it because you don't like Melody? That's my first question. That's my first question. Because if that's the case, honey, we can all go down there and send him, and her to jail. It doesn't work like that. You're on tape calling that lady all kinds of names when you could have simply said very strongly, leave. And I'm not saying that anybody has to stand down to anybody coming to their establishment or their home. But being that it's a place of business, you went out there. One thing the law teaches you is if you perceive it to be a threat, don't run towards it. So you were not threatened. Listen, y'all better learn the law. If you perceive it to be a threat, then don't run towards it. I'm going to leave that there. Because you got a lot of people that'll play in your face and play victim. Then why are you running towards something that you feel threatened by? Why are you engaging, provoking something that you feel threatened by? Because you know why? In that moment, you don't feel threatened. Actually, you feel like you can take that. Him, her, and Stormy still wrote a check that her ass could not cash that day. And my other question is, how did your phone accidentally go live? You said, I had my phone in my hand, and while I was cursing or talking to her, I accidentally went live. Has anybody accidentally gone live? Maybe I just don't understand technology. Now, I don't know everything. Has anybody accidentally gone live? I know Shannon Sharp has, but has any ordinary people, regular folks, in the heat of an argument, in the heat of being intimate, accidentally gone live. Because Shannon Sharp has in an intimate act, and Stormy still has while cursing somebody out. But have you ever gone live while you were making love to somebody? Have you, thank you, quit playing with me. Thank you. Have you ever gone live while you was cursing somebody out? Isn't there a few steps to going live? I mean, I don't know everything because I'm an auntie. And, aunties can be technically challenged when it comes to working all of this technology. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally go live in the heat of a moment. Okay. Okay. I don't know, y'all. That's why I'm asking. Now, you could have simply said and strongly said, I need you to leave. You could have even gone as far as get your ass up out of here. Don't come back over here. Get up out of here. You could have did that and still not have gone to jail. You could have also said, ma'am, of all the possibilities, and you're a millionaire, you say you're a marketing genius, right? I don't argue with that. But where was that genius and that creativity when it came to navigating a problem? Because I recall hearing her say, I have the money from my friends. We didn't know how to operate, the ordering. So we wanted to purchase. At that point, you could still be on 10 and say, get the hell up out of here. You still wouldn't go to jail. Or you can say, ma'am, this is not where you order, and leave it like that. Or you can even say, you know what? Let me show you how to order. I don't know. You could have done a lot of things, but you chose to go to jail. You chose to get ignorant like you always do. You chose to come down with a heavy hand, girl. That ain't new to you, so quit playing with us. Didn't nobody send you to jail. Your mouth wrote a check that your ass can't cash, just like some of your hellhounds. Keep writing these fucking checks that your ass can't cash and then cry about it. And let's be clear, you did not go to jail. There was a warrant out for your arrest. You went up there. You never had to sit anything out. Okay. Period, point blank. It was dismissed, all of that. So it's not like you did time. You inconvenienced yourself. You inconvenienced yourself yet again, just like you inconvenienced yourself with Kyle, your partner, and that had to go a legal route. I keep saying this lady creates her own crazy. All of the inconveniences that you experience, you do it yourself. And then you cry wolf as if somebody's coming after you. You're chasing your own tail, ma'am. You are chasing your own tail. But let me keep going. I believe that this was concocted, of course, by production. Okay. And that was supposed to be your grand exit. We lost a millionaire on the show because of an elderly lady who we believe is a millimeter. And because I cursed her upside down, inside out, and threatened her to the point she probably feared for her life, because that's why most people claim they go to the law, right? And if they put a warrant out for your arrest, that's because there was evidence. There was evidence to get a warrant served. Now, you have people that play with the law and make false police reports and run up and down to the courthouse because they ain't got no money, and they're waiting and looking to hit a lick off of hardworking people. They do it. They've done it. They've done it for years. That's all they do is sue, 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 because they're lazy. They don't work. They call the police after they bully and harass people, but ain't nobody ever been arrested. Ain't nobody ever got no warrant. You have to break the law to get a warrant and to send somebody to jail. So do y'all ever pause and think, then how come, you know what, let me move on. Let me go. Now, I believe Trish. I want to cover Trish. Trish is the new girl, Trish and Ken, not to be confused with Letitia. Trish is the muscular lady, the lady that works out. You see the plot? Come on, Deb, follow me. Watch this. That was supposed to be a grand. I'm gonna get to it. Stormy could have been a hell of a business case for Carlos. Carlos King, in my opinion, is scrambling. Like Puffy says, scraping and scrambling to save his job. But in order to save your job due to the low ratings, I need a strong business case. Okay. I need somebody to blame it on. Hold on. Scraping and scrambling, baby. Yes. I got to get in here and tell these white folks something. Like Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something. These white folks want to know why these ratings are so low. Shit, I got it. Them damn millimeters. Yeah, them damn millimeters. That's why Stormy left. Because them damn millimeters done got her arrested. Them damn millimeters showing up at people's houses. Baby, there's only one person that I know showed up at somebody's house, and his name is Anthony Lofties. And I don't think he's a millimeter. I don't think he's a millimeter, but them damn millimeters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If we can just get her off the show, sir, I promise you, sir, I can get them ratings back up. I'm just saying. Yes, sir. It's the millimeters. Okay. So he's building a business case, in my opinion, because I couldn't take Melody out, but I'm going to blame it on the rain. But not the raindrops. I'm going to blame it on the millimeters. And I'm going to use Stormy as an excuse. Stormy left the show because of the millimeters. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in the blogs. I'm going to pay that $120, $180. Fact check me. Fact check me. Go to the blogs. Ask them, how much do you charge to run a story? And see what they say. I'm going to go to the blogs. I'm going to pay my $120, my $180, which you can play. You can pay. And I'm going to have this clip. I'm going to put this clip out following Saturday night's episode, okay? And then instead of me addressing the abusive man on the show, okay, who has been found guilty, pleaded guilty for harassing communications, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until I push her ass out the door. And if I can't take her down, I'm gonna put it on the fan base because I gotta save my job. And not only that, maybe with her salary, I can pocket that just in case a new season is not up for renewal after this. Because ain't none of your other shows hitting. Ain't none of your other shows doing what it was supposed to do. Okay. Number 2, hold on. I kind of went off. Let me bring myself. I believe Trish, the new girl, when she says she and Martell did not train. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Don't boo me yet. Don't boo me yet. Here we go. Boo. Don't boo me yet. Let me tell you why I believe her. Hell nah, y'all didn't train. Because you knew what time it was when you got over there. Of course you didn't train, girl. It went down in the DMs. Training was never the focus. And as a matter of fact, you didn't even think this lie through. You didn't even think this lie through. You and Martell should have sat down and got together and created a strategy for what you was going to say. Because your girl Stormy brought you on here to embarrass Melody because she don't like Melody, okay? We already know that. But you ended up, let me tell you something. It'll always backfire. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. Plot twist, it backfired because you ended up embarrassing yourself and showing that you are actually promiscuous. You get what I'm saying? It backfired. You came on here to stun on another woman and tease another woman on the behalf of your friend Stormy, but the shit actually backfired. Because what we soon found out that you are indeed a married woman sleeping with 3 men, no different than Destiny. You are a married woman sleeping with 3 men at the time. Hold on. Your husband, Marquez, Martell Hope, and Ken. Now I get it. Now here's where I got to show Trish a little bit of empathy. I get it. Because Ken does seem like he rules with an iron fist. And I mean that shit literally. So ain't no way you can let him find out. I understand, Trish. Because I kind of feel like if he did, things would get real ugly at home for you. You get what I'm saying? Like the time that when he came on Carlos' show and he said you and him had a knockout, drag out argument behind Martell, so much so that he had to cross state lines. Nigga, what you running from? What happened in that house that you had to cross state lines because of a volatile argument behind Martell Hope? So that tells me, like we do. Come on now, bro. You already know ain't no training went down because something else went down. But hold on. Hold on. I get it. This girl's going to have to take this to her grave because Ken comes across, I'm going to say it, Ken. You come across like you rule literally with an iron fist, okay? But y'all should have thought that through before you came on this show to stun on somebody else. You never win when you play dirty. And that's why, like I said, whatever happened in that house, he had to cross state lines for a few days. So that tells me things get real volatile in y'all's home. Because why would you lie about simply training Martell only to come back on this episode to say, no training ever happened? I'm not following. So you lied. You didn't want Kent or Ken to know that you trained Martell. So you never told him about it, only to show up, follow me, on this girls' trip and say, actually, we never trained. Then what are you really lying about? What are you really lying about? Why would he need, and you said Martell was a perfect gentleman. Why would he need to be a perfect gentleman for a training session? I just need you to show up and work out. I'm not understanding the language that she was using because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I think I understand why I can't follow, because I know and I believe that you are covering up the fact that you slept with that man. You know what? Somebody go get Marquez or her husband. I almost said her. Marquez, can you come in here real quick? I need you to come in here because you're the only one that can set this record straight as a husband. Because I believe you caught you saw what was happening. It was happening while y'all were on good foot in the house. Because Trish is on this screen lying. She, quote unquote, allegedly slept with Martell. And did she not get caught? Marquez, did she not get caught? Did you not confront her about it or overhear it? That's what I need to know. Somebody go ask Marquez to come over here real quick and just clear the air. Stormy called you out on your lie at the dinner table. Now, let me tell you something. Stormy ain't your friend, baby. Because let me tell you why I say that. My real friend would never call me out on camera about that, about me lying, about sleeping with a man. Now, she may confront me later. Well, at least my real friends wouldn't. And maybe Stormy ain't that cool with you. Maybe she don't like you think she does. Maybe you were just something to use on the show. I don't know. But I know she called you out. Okay? And I don't know about your real friends and your homegirls. My homegirl probably would have been like, bitch, no, you didn't lie to me later on. You get what I'm saying? So I'm peeping Stormy, and Stormy threw your ass under the bus. So while you over there thinking you so cool, you're not. You're not. Because real girlfriends will sit on it. We may give you a look and be like, girl, we got to talk. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I don't think Stormy's cool with you. I think Stormy used you to get back at Melody. I'm going to go with that. Now, Nell threw you a bone, Trish, by saying that Martell is fine and he will be hard to resist. So she didn't say it in those words, but I'm paraphrasing. Okay. And everybody know Martell is fine. You should have took that instead of lying, because now we know you are a liar. Marquez has called you a liar. Carlos King has said out of his own mouth that you have a history amongst the production team. They cannot get the truth out of you. And even Ken says that you lie. Girl, just go and tell the truth. You grown. Let the people know you slept with Martell a few times while you and him were married during the time that his mistress and his wife were both pregnant. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Martell got tired of both Ariane and Melody while they were both pregnant, and you and him were screwing, quote unquote, allegedly. That's it. That's all. Now, let me slide back to Carlos. Carlos, you have it bad for Melody, and I'm not sure why. And you've had it bad for Melody if we go back, because I like timelines, since season 2 reunion. I think the worst mistake you made, Carlos, because brilliant plot, but the wrong audience. The worst mistake you made, in my opinion, is you should have never kept on doing those reunions. You would have got away with it. If you would have never hosted your own reunions after season 2, you would have got away with it. It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. But you have a hard time of hiding your emotions when you don't like someone or when you don't like something, and you become very vengeful and very rude. And for some reason, I don't know why you don't like Melody. You know why. I don't know why. And I would like to know. And you did all of this to get back at Melody and run her off that show. But it continues to backfire. Stormy confronting Melody about the millimeters. That's you, Carlos. Child, please. Nell confronting Melody about the millimeters. Child, please. Letitia willing to take a jab at Melody by exposing that Trish and Martell had a sexual relationship. Child, please. And that's why I think Dr. Heavenly left Messy Mondays, because maybe she knows that you could possibly be putting Trish in a DV potential situation. Because hasn't Ken already pulled a gun on her legal husband? Mm-hmm. Pay the blogs to run that. Did Ken not pull a gun out on Marquez, and you're very well aware of it? And he's brought it up several times about his safety, and you keep taking it out and pulling it out of the clips because you don't want anyone to know how dangerous you can get with this cast, with people almost getting hurt. Now, if you keep forcing that man to be in front of somebody that has pulled a gun out on him before, that tells me you have an appetite for violence, which is why Martell still may be on the show, because you're numb to that type of thing. And you feel like it's entertainment, and entertainment sells. Until when? Somebody gets hurt? Until somebody gets hurt? Now, if that's Ken's reaction to Trish's legal husband, who's way smaller than him, he seems like he's kind of a lean, small, petite man. And as big as Ken is, he can't throw hands. He can't throw hands. So if you're reacting like that over her husband showing up, what you doing in the house to them when ain't nobody around that you got to cross state line, in my opinion, that Carlos feels should be on television? I'ma just pause. Ken sounds like he has a short fuse, and you're stirring the pot to get back at Melody, but ultimately, I kind of feel like you're placing people in danger, including her husband and herself. Let me pause. Heavenly knew what time it was, I think. That's why she left. Now, she's not going to tell you that, but I believe you are indeed tearing up these people's homes, and you don't even have the decency to ensure that you pay the pay that matches the drama. But you know what? I can't just put that on Carlos, because that's on them. People do anything strange for a piece of fame. Stormy and Trish, they left the trip early. Would you care? Would you care? Is that a big deal? Now, Melody, I'm gonna say this to you. Why would you expect anything better? Why would you expect anything better from either one of them when they've been rude the entire time? Good riddance. Bye. Goodbye. Is it rude? Yeah, but okay. Go on about your business. I will say this. If I were to accept an invitation somewhere, if I knew I couldn't be on my best behavior, I'm not going. This was a horrible trip. This was a trip from hell, in my opinion, as a viewer, not even as a blogger, as a viewer. We can watch any other reality show. They may get into it on a trip, but you are going to see some balanced, some healthy, and some decent moments. I don't know if it's because we're primarily Black audience that they're giving us the big F you, and they don't think we deserve anything positive. But to me, it's an overkill. It's overboard on the negativity. And maybe because we are a Black audience, that Carlos and Own is like, fuck them. They ain't getting shit. Driving home. But at least you'll get some good moments. And to me, it was horrible that the last day of the trip, the last day before they left, Kimmy and Letitia whispered, oh, you did a good job. Ciao, boo. Ciao, bye. Keep that energy. Because you could have said that at dinner that night in front of everybody. But when everybody left, you tell her in the pool, you did a great job. If I was Melody, I would not have responded. I don't need your compliments after everybody's gone. I don't need that private applause. Keep it to yourself, because when everybody else was here, you was on a different type of motion. That's it. They wouldn't get not nan other invite, not nan other trip from me, not nan other nothing. Nothing. But I don't like the way that the audience is being disrespected at all, because we keep the money and the checks in your pocket. And just because we're a predominantly Black audience doesn't mean that you can throw shit in our faces and not give us something positive. That was a horrible girls' trip. And I'm pretty sure there were some good moments. The fact of the matter is you didn't show it. You showed bullying. You showed harassment. Even Sonny came out and said it was 7 against 1. What the fuck are you doing, Carlos King? Kingdom reign? Reign over what? What's the real deal? What the hell is really going on? Because you can tune into any show and get a little bit of positivity. Who's approving this? I feel like they're all on board at this point to save their jobs. For years, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. We got to be fair. For years, both Martell and Melody have carried this cast. For years, all of their stories and their paychecks have been tied and attached to Martell and Melody. Martell and Melody. The Puppet Master, you wore Letitia Scott, even though she signed up for it, you wore her into a depression. Let me tell you why. You threatened her job after the first season. You didn't want her to be a nice stay-at-home mom. You didn't like it. You didn't have an appetite for it. So you threatened her. You said that if she didn't step up, she was out. And that step up means you better get on Melody's ass. And she did it. You had her coming at Melody so hard to save her place on the show. She did it to the point of exhaustion. She fell into a depression because the fans came at her and they had a huge reaction to her bullying, okay? Her own husband called her jealous and insecure on camera. And when Tisha ran out of gas, you recruited Destiny. Now, here's the thing with Destiny. She was happy to oblige, and she still is, to the point it ain't even a storyline. She has morphed this into her real life. This shit was supposed to be a storyline. She has gotten in full character, and this has become her life to the point she can't even separate herself from Martell and his mysteries. And let me tell you something, Ariane. Let me tell you something, girl. You better listen to a man when he talks. Martell looked into that camera in that green screen, in that confessional. And he said, if Destiny tells me not to sell them that house, I'm not selling it. What kind of pussy power does she have over him? That if she says, don't sell that motherfucker, he ain't gonna sell it. What kind of pussy power does she have over him? Girl, you're a damn fool. If you gonna sit down with her to the point that she said, don't sell a house and make a few thousand, he ain't gonna sell it. Girl, you just as dumb as they come to be caca and kikiing with her. And she got that much damn power over your man. I want to know what kind of pussy power she got. That she can tell a nigga not to sell a house and he ain't going to sell it. And he said it on camera. Girl, okay. All right. I'm going to leave that alone. Let me get back to my business that pays me. Now, here's the thing. He got tired of Letitia and he got tired of Letitia. He brought Destiny in. Okay, to the point she's morphed this into her storyline. That it's coming across as a obsession. It's pretty scary and it's kind of creepy because she just can't let go. Destiny has morphed this into a storyline. Hating Melody, tying herself to Melody's ex-husband. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't obtain it. It's giving Lifetime movie to me, in my opinion. So then Carlos got tired of Destiny and put her ass in timeout. Offered her pennies to come back. She didn't accept. So she sat out the last season, but she came crawling back. Let me tell you why you came crawling back this season. Because he got your ass where he wants you because you accepted pennies to show your ass and act a fool. The previous season, he ain't got to give you nothing. Why would he buy the cow when he can get the milk for free? You see what I'm saying? He ain't got to pay them nothing. I ain't got to give you nothing. Shit, you done acted a damn fool for me seasons before. What you mean a raise? Girl, bye. We gonna drag this contract out. And she came back after selling them lottery tickets. And that didn't work. You came back for pennies. I know you came back for pennies. Because let me tell you, I understand business. Once you sit that contract out and you come back, and let me tell you how you came back. He offered you to come back before Sonny and Moses knew they were going to be offered. And you said yes. You said yes. All of this that you're doing is you putting on for the gram. You lying. You scheming. And I know you ain't at $2,500 an episode. We make more than that, y'all. Hold on. Let me keep going. And then After Destiny, because she giving it, she too up and down for him, right? She's here, she's there. He went and recruited Nell. Now, hold on. You know what? Let me say that's a lie. He ain't even have to recruit Nell. Hell, Nell is just messy. And Nell's gonna do anything for fame. After Stormy paid to come on this show. Oh, wait a minute. Shit, was I supposed to say that? Damn. Okay, fuck it. Stormy paid to come on this show. And then she flipped once she got on. Yeah, she paid, period, point blank. All right, let's go to the next thing. So after Stormy paid to come on this show, she flipped on Melody. Then he went out and he recruited Trisha to come on and harass Melody, but that failed because Trisha ended up exposing her own promiscuous activities amongst the men's. Okay. But you know what? He said, fuck it. At the end of the day, let's just blame it on the fan base. Y'all, we really got to put this out there. We really got to do this. Marcus Burns. We really got to push this storyline about the millimeters to save this show so that we can get another season. And if we can get rid of her, then boom, here we are. But that's not going to work. Let me tell you something. That's not how the game works. What goes on in the dark will come to light. The shit is going down. And Carlos, you turned your own show inside out. You tricked off your own show because of your envy. I'm going to say envy of your leading ladies. You seem to have a knack and a pattern of tearing down the leading ladies on the show. I don't understand the pathology of it. I don't understand the psychology of it. But I peep game. I see it, I seen it, and I sunt it. And that's where I'm going with this. It's an epic trip that failed. It's a horrible girls trip. I'm disappointed. Now, normally I get on here, I play with y'all. I'm so disappointed that they didn't even view us important enough, whether you're a millimeter or not. I'm talking about all of us. They could have gave us at least a little bit of happiness in there. This shit was drama from start to finish. It was horrible. Horrible. I'm going to drop the line. I dropped it, but then I want to go over. I want to go over this Sonny and Marcella fight. Because that was funny. I'm going to just say this. Carlos King is scraping and scrambling. I'm going to sit back and wait. Now, let me tell you something. I was going to save this for my own individual review and recap, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. There's 3 players in the game. Let me tell you the main players. This is a whole, let me tell you what I feel like is going on too. There's so many different things. So you got Nell, and you got Destiny, and you have Carlos. Don't be shocked if Carlos tries to slam and tag in Arion to save the show. Now, Arion can't save the fucking show. Now, let me tell you what Arion will be just as boring as watching paint dry. That's not okay, because she's not built for television. But at this point, you got to watch desperate people. Desperate people do desperate things. Now, let me tell you the play that's been in effect for quite some time. This play has been in effect, and I put it in front of y'all a year ago. Carlos King, he backed out of it, in my opinion. He backed out of it. We already know Martell Hope asked for $1 million to bring her on the show. Now, she's happy to oblige. Arion is, but she don't have a lot of sense. She's happy to oblige to come on the show, but she wouldn't get a check. Martell would get her a check. It's no different than being married to a military man. You know how he gets the money for being married? See, that's where she gonna play herself. She ain't gonna get nothing out of this but a little bit of camera time if they're able to pull it off. I don't know if they're gonna do it. I'm just saying if they're able to pull it off, but they're trying. Let me tell you who's on deck to do it. Destiny and Nell. This has been in effect for a long time. Starting when Destiny took pictures and a video of Melody's children with Martell and Arion. And if you got to listen, sometimes just listen to people when they talk. And what did Destiny say at the girls' table? That's his life. That's his family. Does that not sound familiar? Who said shoot my life, film my life, or don't film me at all? Right? Then you hear Nell all of a sudden, all her videos and interviews on social media talking about his child's mom. That's who he's with, this and that. She invite them to come up on her live, opening up the door to help film. So now all of a sudden you see Martell in Q4, October, November, December, taking this girl out more than he ever has before, publicly, establishing the strong business case. This is my life. This is my life. I'm at the basketball games. They're on one accord. He's giving her more camera time. They're going live. The cameras have no choice but to follow his life. The cameras have no choice but to follow his life. And this is why I think Carlos King is going to have to give in, because Martell got something on you. Martell got something on you. What he got on you? What does Martell have on you that you cannot let him go? And he can call the shots. He said it a year ago. Carlos King, I don't care. Fire me. Now, you just said people that talk shit to their boss or their producer or call them out should be worried. He's still here. He's still here. He done broke the law. He done harassing communications. He done pleaded guilty. He done did everything. He's still here. And then told your ass, fire me. Challenged you to fire him. And he's still here. What does he have on you? I'm going to wait. Philly Yvette, welcome. Welcome.
Hi, Queen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm going to say the one thing that they do not acknowledge that they should is that the millimeters were created because of them. They never acknowledge it. How the millimeters came about because it's not a good look to have seven, eight cast members gang up on one person. They've never shown anything that Melody has done so bad that she deserves to be treated like she is on the show. It makes absolutely no sense. And then when you ask, what does Martell have on Carlos King, and I'll even say the rest of the cast, that he hasn't used since the beginning of the seasons, the beginning of the show, I'm going to say it's the revenge porn. I still can't stomach how Carlos King treated Melody on the stage during that reunion when he questioned her about fellatio. And you're not going to tell me it's not because him and some of the others did not see that tape. That's all I have to say.
Well, hold on. Somebody did say they saw the tape. Didn't Sonny say with Destiny? So, y'all, this is a dangerous game. They've been coming, y'all, they've been coming for years. Sonny said that Destiny had let me start with the girl, Alonda, which is Martell's cousin. They were going to ambush Melody. But with alleged not Martell. What's that lady's name? That Marcel's
The
bitch.
girl who did, Marcella, and then where Marcella mentioned, not Marcella, who was the girl who was on the episode of the Tea Party, and then she went on someone else's a creator's channel and explained.
But before her, there's Destiny was bringing women on the show to ambush Melody. Now, the lady that she was bringing on the show is supposed to be Martell's cousin, who allegedly had a long-standing affair with Marcel, but claims that she didn't know Marcel was married because he never told her. Okay? But Destiny, here's my thing. Watch this. If Tisha's your friend, why would you even do that? I don't care how much I dislike another one. If this one was supposed to be sleeping with my friend's husband, even alleged, nah, baby. No camera time.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna do that to my friend. I ain't gonna even do that to my friend. See, ain't nobody really friends here.
Yep. And it shows that Destiny has always been Martell's puppet. Always.
I think Destiny's been her own puppet. Envy, jealousy, because you came in wrong. You and Martell, what kind of woman would come in pretending to be somebody's friend if you got something with this man? What type of woman could befriend a wife if you got something, quote unquote, allegedly with a husband? How come you find it hard to detach yourself from Martell? How come you have so much power? It ain't that much friendship in the world. My friend could never not tell me to sell a house, and I ain't gonna sell it. Guess who could? My nigga,
Exactly.
my husband.
Exactly. I don't care how much you claim you supposedly knew him since childhood, but like Melody said, I didn't know you until what, 2 years before the show actually started. Like when you married LeBaric or whatever, whenever that time was. She's never met her. So how could she really be that deep in his life when no one in none of their circle really knew Melody? I mean, not Destiny before. Yep.
Yeah, so all of this, no, I told y'all before, there are women that'll snatch your soul. Wow, there are women that'll snatch your soul that's built like that while looking at you dead in the eye, play with your kids, sleep with your husband, eat your food, period, point blank.
True.
That will
True.
snatch your soul out your heart. You see what I'm saying? And I believe Destiny's very capable of that. But then wants empathy when it comes to her. Girl, bye. Play the game.
No. Oh,
Play
wait
the
a minute.
game.
They have all the sympathy in the world for a girlfriend, but none for a wife, a situation where a wife went. Mm.
Well, how can you be a girlfriend while you're married?
Exactly. Exactly. 15 years, a girlfriend. Like the math ain't mathing. It's not.
At all. At all. That's all I'm saying. And I was gonna say something about, but I lost my train of thought. I was gonna back y'all up and show you something. Destiny plays a dirty game. Destiny, but now I know we all windmill for who we want to windmill for, but Destiny cold with it. She plays a real dirty game in these streets. From circle to circle, women to women. I would never break bread with her because she ain't got no loyalty to nobody but herself. She
I
not built
agree.
like that. Like
Totally
to where,
agree.
yeah, like Belinda them ran her ass off.
Exactly. Exactly. Everyone claims Melody can't keep friends. Can't keep friends. What happened to all these supposedly friend groups? It doesn't make any sense. And I did want to mention another thing
Well,
about
they're
the
all
episode.
Marcel's friends. Let me
Yep,
tell. Let me
all of
let
those.
why everybody talking about. Those were never Melody's friends.
Yep. Hmm.
All of these are Martell's friends. I'm not supposed to keep something that don't belong to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
These were people. Have you ever, for those of you that are married in a partnership or have had a long-term relationship, have you not had your husband or your whoever to come home and say, I'm going to dinner with someone, and you be like, damn. And you end up going because you're the lady, and now you got to talk to the baby, we not friends.
Exactly.
I know how to show up and have dinner with you and have drinks with you, but you're not my friend. So when I cut the cord, don't be talking about you can't keep a friend. Boo boo, you never made the cut. Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
I
La
wanted
la.
to I
Go
wanted
ahead.
to mention how snaky what something that Stormy said during the last episode. Did you notice how when she mentioned about her being arrested, when she brought up as far as the communications, the domestic violence, and I immediately knew that was a jab at Melody about her case against Martell, trying to minimize it, and that aggravated me as well. I was like, these women, they are, when you say snakes in the grass, they are snakes in the grass.
They are. Well, but I think envy is fame, is fame. Everybody's climbing for to be number one, to be number one. Listen, I ain't never going to somebody's shit trying to take over.
Hmm.
I I ain't never going to nobody's shit trying to take over. You hear me? If I get up,
Yes,
like if I were them and I'm on the show, cool. I can be a role player, but I ain't never going for the top squat. I would never go for the top spot to take somebody's head off to wear their crown.
exactly. And you're
That's
so
all.
rich. And then the way she went about it, you knew your mother didn't like her. You knew her ex-husband's mistress. You knew this, you knew that. But you played like you were friends with this lady. You played like you liked this lady until you what you thought was getting ready to get her spot. It's
I
something
don't think
else.
she played like she liked her. I think she paid to get on the show. She got on and she flipped. Period.
Mm,
Point blank. She didn't do a lot of playing. She just, I mean, she sat with her for a second for a season, and then that was it.
yeah. Wow.
La la
So that's
la.
all I
Well,
got to say.
thank you, Philly Yvette. Bravo,
I
Dick.
thank
You up
you.
next. Thank you for coming up. La la, you got the mic, Queen.
Hello, Queen Sheba. How you doing?
We on fire tonight, baby. You know it's
I can
party in the chat on Monday nights over here.
I can hear it in your voice, Queen Sheba. I'm like, ooh, she's
I'm
coming with
reading
it
for
tonight.
filth, and then I'm getting to that Stormy, I mean to Sunny and Marcella's clip because that shit was funny. I'm reading for
Okay,
filth
well,
tonight.
I didn't watch any of that, but I have to say, what's her name? Tisha. Girl, go get that $500 bail money back. Because that hoe plays in your bloody face. How dare she bring your husband's side chick onto the show, knowing supposedly you're her friend, and you bailed her out the last time she got locked up? Go get that $500 back, boo. Go get your money back. That's what I have to say to that. But I'm so proud of Melody because this episode was utterly toxic, shambolic, full of hating ass, excuse my language, hoes, old hoes that should know better to sit there and do a gang up. And that's why they're mad. They're mad because Melody brought her friends and they thought they were going to get her on her own and come at her. No, she had her friends next to her, so they couldn't try it. Melody had to hold it together because I know what it's like for people to come at you who want attention, who want an audience with you, but you ain't gonna give it because you ain't a clown and this is not a bloody circus. You know what I mean? So she stood her ground. Her face said it all. Her face was like, keep it together because this loser is not worth it. And I'm glad, I for one am glad that ugly ass chick is no longer gonna be on our screens. She bought nothing. As much as Carl Lucifer wants to say she is the show, a multi we don't care, ho. We don't care because she ain't shit. She ain't had no good customer service. When she came on, allegedly, in my opinion, she had nothing but bad reviews. She built her empire right now, her new Canvas point two or whatever it's called,
With
with
the
the
help of
help of that.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. And then she did him dirty and he sued her and got his money. So where's the black excellence? And it's funny how he wants to talk about black excellence when it comes to a weirdo that's clout chasing off of the main person that created this show, but not when it was about Melody, not about what Melody was building, not about what she's been doing for the show. If it wasn't for her, would there be a show? And this whole business about him saying, I created the show. No, you didn't. Melody and Martell created the
Oh,
show.
okay, okay. You brought what did he say? Have you noticed he's starting to say my show?
Yep, my show. Yes,
That was
my
another
show.
thing I was gonna point out. I'm giving you the three key players: Destiny, Nell, Carlos. He started to say my show. Guess what? If I'm saying my show, I can do what the fuck I want. I can bring on who I want on my show. I want y'all to start to notice the shift and the change and the mood and just how things are going. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't already try to tell y'all, peep game. Sit back and watch. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Go ahead, Lala.
No, you're absolutely right, Queen, because that's the first thing I've been noticing. Him saying my show, I created a show. And he's mentioned it in every post. He mentions it every time he does his
That's new.
Messy Mondays, whatever. He's mentioned it again tonight and referring to Black Excellence. But you're not referring to that when the main cast member, if Queen Sheba, if you go on Facebook, if you go on Twitter, it's even worse. If you go on TikTok, if you go on Instagram, the amount of hatred and disgusting things that people are saying about Melody, right? And, where is the people coming to protect her? That's why they're mad because the millimeters were formed. I was formed because I, for one, was fed up watching a beautiful black woman going through a most traumatic time in her life, being divorced, with this asshole coming at her left, right, and center. And this pick Misha's on the show, siding with him. and having no one to back her up, no one, not a single person. Her crying, that broke my heart. Like the pain that she was going through broke my heart, and these people trying to bully her. That's why the millimeters were formed, because we were tired of this cast, this toxic cast, coming for the main person. That if it wasn't for her and her, dynamics of the divorce and what she was going through, do you think this show would be success? Because he kept saying tonight, that this show was a success. We beat the numbers, we beat the ratings. It's never been seen. It's never been seen because you put a toxic divorce on television and people loved it up. They loved it. They laughed it. They loved it. They did everything to it, and it got the numbers. It got us viewers to watch and be like, "What is this?" And we retaliated. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with some people doing like doxing and calling people's and all that business and things like that. I don't believe in it. But if people can do what the hell they want to do because they have the right to, sometimes certain people need to learn a lesson. There's consequences for what the hell you do on TV to a certain person. You can't allow your ugly ass, batshit crazy mamas to be on Facebook groups cussing this woman, her mama, and her children,
Yes,
and
you can,
expect.
if that's what you're born and bred into. Yes, you can. Let me tell you something. Don't expect normal from crazy. And I'm not saying you're wrong, la la. That's not what I'm saying. Yes, you can. When that's all you know and that's all you come up around, it's normal to you because that's what your mama did to you. Like Marcel said, that's your culture. That's your culture. And I hate to say it, but when you come up and your mama talk to you like that to you, your mama ain't doing nothing wrong because she's always been right.
Yeah, and I agree with that, Queen, but I'm saying expect the backlash. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Don't expect us to sit back and allow your mum to do that. And you're going to be on the show. Why is Melody, not telling her fans? She'd been telling her fans to be nice. The fans don't need to listen to her. Do you understand what I'm
Well,
trying to say,
there's
Queen? We don't
there's
need to.
there's not backlash until you operate outside of your crazy. So here's the thing: it's like a mixing of the races, right? When people pro, I don't like back in the day. You remember, stay with your own kind until you start doing a mixing of the races. And what I mean is not literally. You know how white people back in the day didn't want their white women and white men, you stay with your own kind. They didn't like the mixed thing. They not like us and all of that and all of that. Now, when you come out of your crazy and you start to mix with people that ain't as crazy, you don't know what the backlash because you've never gotten backlash for your crazy because you never tried to mix with anybody but your own kind. You get what I'm saying? So now
Yep.
you take that craziness and you put it on TV and you take that black dysfunction and you put it on TV. They crazy. They're crazy. Then you start to see the pages that formulate. That's crazy. And then, because you know why? And you say, well, why aren't people saying anything? Because regular black women don't behave like that. We sit back, we watch. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a while for people to respond to that. They'll call you a bitch, a hoe, and this and this. That they do it all day, every day. They ain't got nothing but time, baby. They ain't got nothing but time. They think it's normal, it's crazy, and then they get a whoa when they come out and start to try to mix with people that have some good sense about themselves, people that have learned to carry themselves a little bit better. And so what happens is you got to watch that kind because they'll try to drag you and beat you out of the comfort of your mental health to come to those mental institutes where they are, meaning the crazy in their own world. You get what I'm saying? Them straight jackets that they wear. Go ahead.
Facts, Queen Sheba. That's why I always say on this panel and in your chat that I don't argue with unstable creatures. I don't have time for it. My time is valuable. I ain't got time to be arguing with unstable creatures. My opinion is my opinion. I stand on it. What I am going to say to you tonight, Queen Sheba, is Carlos King tonight stood where he stood. He picked a side. I want him to know, stand on it because you did what you did tonight. I want you to stand on it because best
I don't know
believe.
what he did tonight, like, because I
Okay.
haven't watched him.
Okay. I watched it on another, I don't go to his channels. I don't support
I don't
him, but
watch
I
him
watched
like
it
that.
somewhere else. I
Okay.
watched it on another content creator, and he's basically said, I don't stand for that shit. Okay, you guys are crazy, you guys are this, and I'm about black excellence, and I'm standing
No,
by
he
my
ain't.
stormy
No, he
yep,
ain't.
he said,
Because it's
yes, well,
show.
he said queen, and he also said, we are gutted to lose Stormy because of your crazy ass fans, right? He
Don't
was
nobody
bigging
care.
up
Now they
Stormy.
crazy. Now they crazy. Don't nobody care what Carlos is talking about because the proof is in the pudding. If you wouldn't for that shit, it wouldn't be on TV. So keep it, shut up. I don't want to hear it. If you weren't for it, stop talking about it and be about it. And let us see what you're talking about. Because what I can remember him saying is bullying a woman on stage and said, if you would have had it seems strange to me that you don't recall having a penis in your mouth. No, you about that shit. You about that life. We've watched you. You about that life. Now you trying to save your job. Tell it to the man, but don't tell it to me because I've been watching you. You about that life. You did it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You betrayed what's her name? Candy. You've put people up against each other. Boy, bye. You about that life. You got a huge appetite for dysfunction. Don't come over here, but you see your shit, his shit is falling apart. Ain't nothing sticking. All his shows are coming, if you start, just watch. Now you're not about that life. Now you're putting out an all call on the PA system about what you stand for. Don't say it. Show it. You ain't got to say a word if you ain't about that life. People can tell in your product. I'm sorry.
No, Queen, you cooking as always. I just want him to know, stand on it. He thinks the Melamutas were some bunch of crazy, crazy fans before. Now that you stood on where you stand, best believe you ain't gonna have a show no more. If this rhetoric and this bullying continues against this woman, Melameters will stand up and you ain't gonna have no show no more. So I want
I
him
hope
to
Melody
stand on
leaves
it
the
when he's
show.
on. Sorry,
I
Queen?
hope she leaves. That's
Me
it. I
too.
hope she
Me too.
leaves.
Me
I hope
too.
she leaves.
And I think they might be going that way just because the way he was, Queen, the way he was coming at it tonight, he looked like he lost the plot. He looked like he was going through all types of emotions. It was really weird to watch him like that. But all I got to say, as a millimeter, I stand with Melody. She goes, she stays, I stand with her. However, I want him to stand on it because that bitch ass devil deserves every fucking thing that's coming to him. And I said what I said, okay?
Thank you, Lala. We love
Thank
you.
you,
We
Queen.
love you. No, we appreciate you. Bravo, Vivian. Thank you for waiting. You got the floor.
Hey,
Kicking it with Courtney. You're up next.
yeah, Carlos was crashing out. Hey, Queen Sheba, so glad to talk
Hey.
about this. Oh my goodness, yeah. For me, that trip, I think I would have ended up with just me and um Shanita and Lauren because I'm the type like, look, you you seem to be coming here on a different thing. Maybe you should just go on and go. And I know production was a part of it, but the majority of it was male. So yeah, I'm not one for I can't sit in that. And when Mel was silent at the table, I was like, y'all are gonna keep poking that bear tonight, and you're not gonna like what comes out if she comes back into this conversation because you notice it was one after the other. Okay, so yeah, nope, I did not. I liked the episode. I gave the episode a high rating because it kept me engaged. But I've always said they need to revamp the cast, whether they leave on their own or not. They need to revamp the cast, and if they're not going to do that, then the show is still going to be what Carlos loves: hatred and garbage towards male,
Mm.
because that is his goal. It's been his goal, and he has shown it us many times, and tonight he showed it really well, and he stated it clearly.
Let
And
me watch it first. I want to watch it first so I can
okay,
have
I'm
my
not gonna.
own thoughts.
Okay, yeah, okay, I won't say nothing else about that. But just on his general, what he has done thus far, besides tonight, we've seen the pattern of him pretending like he's concerned about Mel, and then there's a but, and his buts have been louder than his concern for Mel. And so yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Mel is the type of woman that stands on her own and does not need a man to validate her success or give validity to her life or validity to her as a mother. And that bothers those women. Carlos knows that, and he just puts a key in their back and winds it up. It's low and disgusting.
Thank you, Bravo, Vivian. Thank you. It's a lot. Like I'm just like, oh, like come on.
It's
Well,
cringe. It's cringe.
Courtney, come back up. Kicking it with Courtney. I dropped the link. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to come back up. But you know what they teach in aviation, air traffic control always states that in an emergency, people will revert to their native language, especially if they're bilingual. You see what I'm saying? In an emergency, they've noticed that pilots whose first language isn't English in an emergency, when there's the potential of a plane crashing, they may be speaking Italian or Mandarin or Spanish or whatever it is. And typically they would speak English, right? Because when you communicate with air traffic control on American soil, you're going to speak English. But what they've shown is that, when they're in dire situations of life and death, you return to your native language.
It's true.
And you listen, let me tell you something. People only do what they know how to do.
It's
Justice.
true.
Welcome.
Hi, Queen. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Monday. Party in the chat.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I just came up for just one thing, hoping that maybe later Mel may listen in to this show tonight. And if she does, I just want to say the thing that really lets me know that Cole's Flaw is on the way. I mean, I heard him say my show. And you could take that yes, no, this way, that way. But then I heard him say, uh, I run this. I mean, just so many things he's putting it to I. And yeah, you can take that this way, that way. But the one thing that sealed it for me is when he low-key threatened her. See, I learned something from Mel. That being a critical thinker does not always consist of you speaking, but how well you listen. And he said, it does not end well when you come against your producer. If that's not a threat, I'm not black. That's a low-key undercover threat if I ever heard one. Because in his position, if that was me and my heart was like his, that's the way I'd do it. So he got a plan up his sleeve. And I want it to not be a surprise to me. Don't assume that because y'all started out together and we had that little talk, me and him and Martell, that he just wouldn't go that way, because he's on his way. I feel it in my spirit. He's on his way to do this, because now he's got to put you in your millimeter place. He got to let you know he is the king, even though everybody's saying you the queen. He got to let you know that I run this. When I say my, I mean my. And that's where he at right now. It's not even the fact that some people are saying, well, he wouldn't do that because he know that if she go, the ratings drop. It ain't even about that no more. It's not about ratings anymore for him. It's vengeance. It's ego. It's a man, and I'm going to say it, who wanted or want to be female and has run across the epitome of a woman he would like to be and know that he never will. That is a dagger in his heart. Every time he hear her speak, every time he see her walk, every time he watch her dress, that's torture. So he's now in another level from where I sit. It's not even about the show for him no more. Not on this show. This show is about, I got to check this woman. I got to put her in her place. She has humiliated me. She have beat the odds in my face. Everything I've sent against her, everything I rehearsed, paid for against her, has fallen to the ground. And I want Mel to understand that and not be surprised and not be hurt when it happened, because it's coming. That's his next agenda. He has no other cards to play. None but airing.
Well, I'm going to say this. I don't think she would care. If she's built like I think she's built as a Scorpio, we stay 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of you. We don't connect that hard like that. Couldn't give 3 about it, number one. because I don't think she's that. I think when she left Martell, she left. I don't think there's
Mhm.
anything Ariane and or Carlos or Martell could do to touch her. Period. Point.
Mhm.
I think she's very well aware, if I had to guess, of who she's
Mhm.
operating with. Most Scorpios are.
Mhm.
We don't say nothing. We strike when we want to, if we choose to. Now,
Mhm.
I will say this, and I'm not. I always say, baby, don't be concerned for me. Be concerned for them. Because anytime
Mhm.
you watch a Discovery Channel, you've always seen there's different species of snakes that either eat other snakes, and I'm gonna leave that right there.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's particular species of snakes that eat other snakes. Fact check me.
Mhm.
So
Sure.
you know what? Good for him if he plans on bringing her on there. Let the snakes have at it.
Mhm.
Let the snakes wallow in the pits of the snakes and see who takes the first bite of each other. That would be a good show because they're gonna have to turn on somebody. You can't talk about somebody that ain't snakes eat snakes all the come on,
All
and
the time. All the
all
time.
the time. Baby,
Mhm.
you can
Mhm.
join any snake group on Facebook and watch it go down.
Mhm.
And it's a
Mhm.
very disturbing thing if you're not used to it.
Well,
If
I'd
you've
say
never
this
seen
here,
it before.
and in agreement with you, and I leave adding this, just in case he run across this platform at a later date, or if he's in the bushes listening now, that you don't know who you messing with. He think that he's coming against her and the millimeters, but I want to let him know that these millimeters, no matter what race, what color, what creed, were ordained. They were ordained to surround this woman. They were ordained to lay and wait and protect and to rise and to shout. They were ordained to lift her spirits because she's doing things that God called her to do. And he always have a ram in the bush. They just named millimeters. That's all. So this
Mm.
man has a big trouble that he's going to have to try to figure his way out of before this is all over. And I'm gonna go back in the bushes, but I am enjoying you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for coming up, Justice. We appreciate you, Queen. I'm gonna
Yes,
say this
ma'am.
to those in the chat. I always tell people, be careful who you cross. Make sure
Mhm.
you're never gonna need them again. And that none of us can predict. And let me tell you why I said be careful who you cross and who you curse. And when I say curse, speak out against. And make sure you've checked off a list and make sure. I'm not saying you can't check somebody and get them right. That's not what I'm talking about, right? Mutual combat. But because let me tell you why. Have you ever worked in a corporation where a new hire became a CEO, a new hire became a senior director, and you were still in your position 5, 6, 7 years later? And you never thought, and you never knew, you never predicted they would go that far. Just be very careful. Be very careful of how you navigate around here. And that's what I think Carlos needs to do. Be very careful because you stepped on a lot of toes. I have yet to hear one woman to say Carlos King has put me on. And because of him, here's my level of success. Publicly say that without being prompted, without being sat in front of him in an interview. Has anybody else? I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Mm.
Has anybody heard anybody give an acceptance speech, giving Carlos King credit for their success openly without being interviewed by him? I mean, I heard Jocelyn say it, but shit, I see her abusing other women on Zeus Network,
Okay.
whatever show she's on. Bravo.
I mean, no, I've never seen it. And throughout his career, no, 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 no. There's something.
Thank
I
you.
clearly think there's something wrong with him beyond his
I think
uh
it
his
goes too far.
chosen his chosen
It goes too
career.
damn far.
Too far.
Way too far. And here's the thing. I always tell people, baby, if you're not gonna help me, don't hinder me. Don't tell me what he's doing if you got an appetite for it. Cause that tell me
Mm.
you like it too.
You know,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I try to stay away from that kind of energy and stuff, and I have succeeded so long that now when it comes back out I have to literally regroup my mind because it's so shocking and disgusting. It's it's so low that I literally have to uh give myself a moment to process what I'm witnessing, you know, and I'm just like, wow, it's never ending with him, and to me, that's putting a new area, he's adding a new thing to his resume, because now he's shown that this is a pattern of what he's going to do and what he produces and stuff, you know, and people are getting sick of it and loud about it. And now you have more social media interaction about it. So, dude, are you protecting your legacy or are you destroying it? And
Ain't no
so, I mean,
telling. He
it's,
just, I don't know. He
I
just,
don't think he gives a damn. I don't think he gives a damn, honestly. But I'm just saying, you know, that part too.
I want to switch gears a little bit. I want to go to this argument between Sonny and Marcella. Listen, that shit was so funny to me. I need that laugh. I chuckled and laughed so hard. Listen, I'm gonna put it on. Hold on. Let me see if I can share. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me know. I'm gonna wind it back. Let me know if you can hear it. Hold on. Now, I'm gonna just say this. At first, I was like, why would Sonny go over there? But at the end of it, I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment. Let me know if you can hear this. I'm gonna just play it. I'm gonna pause it. Vivian, you're gonna have to let me know if you can hear it. Hold on.
Okay. How you doing? What's up? Like you didn't get
Could you hear that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
what's up. Like you didn't get to come on my page tonight because the fans didn't want you on there. So I'm going about the chat, sweetie. I'm not scared. You got your whole thing
Honey,
saying
can
I'm
we
scared
start
of you,
off
but
by
I'm not
being
scared of you,
respectful?
Marcella.
Can we start off being respectful?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't start off being respectful when your title is Watermelon Head is scared of me. That's disrespectful. Now, that was funny to me, Watermelon Head, but it ain't no respect. When we start name calling, the respect has left the damn room. But let's go.
I'm being respectful. I'm just saying your headline says that I'm scared of you. Sunny Watermelon Head scared of you.
Sonny must have thick skin because she says Sonny Watermelon Head. Sonny, you need to get some watermelon shirts, some watermelon hoodies.
You.
And
I
think I owe you an apology.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it bothered you when I said the joke about, the dog was licking you. But you said the dog was Moses, and so I made a joke about that. But bestiality is if I said
that's defamation of character, sweetie.
Can I talk?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I said bestiality is when I'm saying that you're doing something with the dog.
Right.
It's not defamation because I didn't say that you were having sex with the dog. But if it offended you, I'm up here right now in front of everybody, and I'm apologizing. I'm not afraid of no defamation law. I'm not afraid of that. Because what I said was for entertainment purposes, all of it is alleged. It's educational and it's in my opinion.
How is bestiality educational?
I mean, it was just like, what?
I mean, baby, I missed something.
What?
Okay. Now, and even the entertainment piece wouldn't hold up in court because wouldn't that be something you would put on a dark web?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me. I don't know. Shit, what I know.
And it's fair use. So that's what I want to say to you. But the questions that, like when I first looked at you on your Instagram, right? When I came in there, I was trying to learn you for myself, right?
And I was speaking to you respectfully. I didn't even know who you were or nothing, who team or nothing. People on the chat was like, oh, this lady is this and that. I let you up on my channel multiple times to have a regular conversation. You came in cussing and going off on the fan, the lady that was on the call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you came in with smoke and now you like.
No, I didn't. I came in, I said, are you going to acknowledge me? And then
I didn't even see you. You came up in pitch black. You came up in the dark. So I said, turn your light on. So I didn't even realize you were even sitting there because you came.
I just want to say real quick, when you know you don't fuck with somebody and you go on their channel, don't look for pleasantries.
Okay.
Don't. I mean, am I tripping? Bravo, Vivian?
No, because I'm like, girl, you
like what we doing?
You know how she presented herself on your channel. How do you think she's gonna act on her own?
Okay, here we go.
Came in the pitch dark. So I was like, once you turn your light on, I say, hey.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
when I said, do you think it's fair? And then Miss Nettie interjected with me being disrespectful, because you got to realize I've been here a long time. A lot of people don't like me, but I would think.
Why? If you've been here for a long time and you lead in with a lot of people don't like me, why?
That you, of all people, would learn me for yourself. And I
Mhm.
don't attack people, not unless people attack me. And you're the same way from what you say, from what you said out your own mouth. You are that same person.
You have been attacking me just like somebody said you were over here doxing me, putting out business information, putting out. What's the point? Who cares? I got a traffic ticket. So what? Like,
right, you got it. And I showed the traffic ticket, but
what's the point? You over here, you was just on here just preaching peace and all this stuff, and then you're sitting here putting out traffic tickets of a like. What's the point? I'm sorry.
Well,
what's the point?
It didn't have your address on it.
What's the point though?
It's a public record.
What's the point? I'm asking you.
Because that's what I do when I'm.
But what's the point? What are you trying to get out of it? Oh my God.
What was the point of you putting Destiny's Child on the?
Now, at that point, Marcella, you should have stood 10 toes down and said what the point was. It ain't got nothing to do with Destiny's Child. That's a deflection. This is you and her, right? The reason you don't like her, you was on her channel, blah, blah, blue, blue, blue. Keep it there. Keep it there. She said, what's the point? Tell her the point.
On the internet.
Girl, nobody put Destiny's Child on the internet. I showed the text messages. It was unintentionally showing. It wasn't like I said, everybody here, look at Law. I said, here's a cute little baby. That's not even the point. I showed the text message. You trying to make shit. You take stuff and try to run with it and make it bigger than what it is.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you tonight, see, I'm being respectful, but I wanted to ask
you just try to put my personal information up there. What's the point?
That's public record.
You don't get somebody, listen. What is the point though? You going out of your way to put that information on the internet. What is the purpose?
Did you go out your way to show text messages from Moses to
I'm on a TV show, honey. You're not. You doing too much and you're not on those.
First of all, shout out to What's Happening. That's whose audio that I'm using. Shout out to her. Girl, you captured a hell of an exchange. Kudos to you. Y'all make sure you go over there and view the video. It's 15 minutes long. And she does a really good job of just capturing this from start to finish. So shout out to What's Happening. Here we go.
So what is your purpose?
I'm a blogger. So being on a TV show means that you should exploit a child?
Exploit a child? Girl, you trying to make shit bigger than what it is.
No, it's not. That's not even what I want to talk about.
I'm about to get off of here. Go ahead. What you want to talk about? Talk about something real. Don't talk about no. You trying to make
I'm being real.
Talk about something real. What's the question you want to ask me?
The question I wanted to ask you is when your husband was in Huntsville with the guys, and they said to him, you know, you got 2 girls over there overseas, and your husband said yes, and then he said, but my wife is not going for that side chick, so y'all know who's gonna be the side chick. How did you feel like internally hearing your husband say that?
I'm not answering no more questions about my husband. Next.
I think that's good. Okay, I think that's good. Like, okay, because you're not here because you like me. You here to drag me and my husband. You've been dragging us. Let's go. This gonna be a full out girl fight, and we're not gonna play dirty. It's gonna be me versus you. What are your thoughts, Vivian? Real quick.
That's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah.
I would.
You want to ask me something about me? You can.
Okay,
so worry about something else.
Okay, yeah. I'm not worried at all.
I'm actually gonna get off of here because honestly,
I'm gonna ask you questions about you.
My time.
You told me it's not wasting your time.
And then you posted my husband information on there. What? Who cares? He locked up. Everybody knows what's the point. What is the point?
The point is, you're on a TV show.
But what's the point?
And I think she said it on a TV show. I don't think they've aired it yet. So I don't think they were trying to hide the fact that Moses is in jail. I just think it hadn't aired yet. And I think she told it during the time that it happened, but production is delayed, y'all, by 3 to 6 months.
Everybody knows he's locked up. What's the point?
Your husband's on TV.
What's the point of you doxing people? Like, that shit is not cool. Once I find out where you stand, I'm gonna dox you too.
And I'm trying to be respectful. Like, if that's what I said, I agreed to be respectful for you. I gave you an apology, and then I'm asking you a question. As
I said, I'm not answering no questions about Moses. So
okay, now I want
to ask you something about me. You can, not Moses.
Okay. So how are you doing that he's not with you?
I'm good.
Now, Marcel, you know damn well you don't care how that lady doing. Now that part I don't know.
You're not worried, not stressed?
I'm good. What's up?
Okay, I'm really concerned about you for real.
Girl, you are so funny. You was just talking shit the other day when you was
I'm being serious.
I'm gonna get my family on her. I'm gonna do.
You told me that first.
Be an older lady. Be respectful. I know you old enough.
I mean, what was Sunny supposed to say? My heart is broken. Pray for me, Marcel. I mean, is she really supposed to find you to be a safe place when she know you don't F with her? Like, really? She's really supposed to unload on your channel. so you can get more content? Come on now. You know you don't give a damn about how that Black woman is doing.
Old enough to probably be my mother. So just be respectful and be a woman of character and a woman that should be like trying to be a positive role model for other Black women instead of one who sits up here and tears younger Black women down. Be a role model. Because guess what? The tongue and the curses that you put on me and mine, God is watching you, sweetie. You gonna have bigger prices to pay for that. So I'm just saying, you need to be an elderly woman and have some respect. And be, yeah, you are. Be an elderly woman to have some respect for other people, especially younger women. Be somebody we can look up to instead of somebody that is a person sitting there trying to drag us down. How about that? You just was on here talking about peace and people coming together. I think you need to be an example of that and stop being so messy. You're the only blogger I can honestly say that says the craziest shit out your mouth. And guess what? It's ridiculous. I get it. You can report on the show. You can do whatever you want. But bestiality is just crazy that you even said that. And you know what? Like, for real, we're not in the same city. But if you would have said that in my face, I probably would have been you would have got a little bit of different Sunny.
So where can I meet you at? Do you want me to?
Now, Marcella said, where should I meet you at? Hold on.
Yeah, you can meet me, sweetie. You meet me, it's gonna be problems. You're gonna be flipped upside down for real.
Down there, because see, that's what I'm saying. You're here threatening me.
No, I ain't threatening you.
Now, Marcella, you can't ask the girl where y'all gonna meet at and then say you can't be here threatening me. You just asked her, where shall I meet you?
I just told you what it is. I'm just telling you, you can't disrespect me like that and think you finna get up here and act like you didn't just disrespect me, baby.
Are you hearing what I said? I just apologized to you, and you trying to be hard with me, and I'm not
trying to be hard with you, but you just said here. I only came over because you called yourself doxing me and people told me about it. Girl, so all I'm saying is just keep it respectful, lady. I don't even know you, but you're doing the most. You the one blogger that do the most. So
you must not listen to Terrence and Tay talk with you.
I don't.
No, I can't stand when people do this. I believe in fighting my own fight by myself. I'll wear you down. I don't give a damn if it's 10 of you. I'm a fight. I don't care if I get stumped. I'm fighting. I ain't pulling nobody in to build my case. We can go toe for toe all day. Okay, what does any other blogger have anything to do with what you doing, calling her watermelon head? That's funny though, Sunny. She got you with that one. Sunny watermelon head is scared of me. And doxing her and putting out her personal information. What does anybody else have to do with what you doing on your channel?
I don't know who the people is, and I don't sit up and watch bloggers all day. You come to my page. That's only why I know who you are, because you come to my page. I don't know the other people. I
come to every blogger's page.
Well, I don't know, but I'm saying them other guys. You said I must not watch them. I don't know. But listen, lady. Hey, stop playing on my name and stop playing on my husband's name.
You how you get irate, and then when I start saying sweetie,
I'm just telling you, just stop.
And then you just call me elderly, and you told me about.
Ain't you elderly? That ain't no disrespect. You elderly, ain't you?
Wait a minute. So let me ask you. I don't know how old is Marcella?
I think she's 60-something.
Because that elderly comment set her off. Okay, hold on.
I mean, I think she's older than me, and I'm pushing elderly, but I earned it through God. Okay. So, oh well, it don't bother me.
So Sunny's saying, listen, you are elderly. I wasn't doing it as a dig.
No.
How old are you?
Are you husbandless?
How old are you?
It doesn't matter how old I am.
No, I'm not husbandless. My husband is. I know where he is.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying you are elderly to me, though. You are my elder, is what I'm saying. Whether you're elderly in your mind or not, you're older than me. So there should be a certain amount of respect as a Black woman you should carry amongst yourself. And just not trying to tear other Black women down. Period. Point blank.
Please respect yourself, and then
I'm respecting myself.
So do you?
But I ain't gonna let no bitch keep playing with me. You ain't finna keep playing.
That's why you calling me a bitch now. If I called you a motherfucking bitch, you would be.
Girl, hold on, y'all. Everybody take a deep breath. Here we go.
Bag, you start running. You'll get the fuck up off of here. Watermelon head. All
Marcella said, oh, hold on, okay. Hold on, let me go back to wait. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
All I wanted to do is make
you bye, bitch.
Stupid.
Play with your mama. Play with your mama. Don't play with me.
You know, you need to go get that vibrator and stick it up your ass, okay? Because you're scared of me, and I know you are. That's why you can't. And I hope every motherfucking
time come to this city, you gonna get your ass
so raggedy ass over here. And I'm gonna take a flight and punch you in your motherfucking.
Now, Marcella, pipe down. Pipe down.
I'm down,
Because
Grandma.
I think if you took a flight, you would be waking up to, ma'am, are you okay? Can you tell me what year it is? Who won the presidential debate? Do you have anybody we can call? Now, Marcella, pipe down.
I would do it.
And I'm
wish
gonna
you
show you
would.
how elderly I
I
am,
wish
bitch.
you would,
So that's what I'm
sweetie.
saying. I've been trying to be nice to you. I said sorry and everything, and you still trying to get crunk.
You get
with
mad
me.
because I said you elderly.
No,
You
I'm
50
not getting
some
mad
years
about
old.
nothing.
What you want me? You
call
60?
me a
How old are
bitch.
you?
So I'm acting like a motherfucking bitch.
Oh, that's so cute.
And that's what I'm talking about.
That's so
I just
cute.
wanted to ask you. Shit went left because you trying to be
You just
fly.
put jab trying to say I'm
my
hustless, but now you trying to act like you being
No,
peaceful.
no, I'm trying to respect your raggedy ass who married
baby,
a
ain't nothing
goddamn
about me, but your teeth is
married a
raggedy, baby.
motherfucking
And
throwaway.
that curtain
And
halfway
you
hanging up
your
on your
ass.
door.
Now she got you, Marcella. Now hold on. Now she's starting to talk about that curtain, and I got the looking in the background.
It's raggedy. That window halfway curtain is raggedy. Your hair is raggedy. Your smoker breath and your smoker lips is raggedy. Your teeth and those nails is raggedy.
Yeah,
your
my nails
skin
ain't raggedy,
look
babe.
like you've been
Look at
drinking
this
tons
rock.
of alcohol.
You
That's
wearing
raggedy.
a plastic ring on your finger because your nigga
Get
in
my
jail.
ring costs more than your
My
house.
man is right in the bed.
It costs more than your house, child.
I'll get
It costs
to
more than
smell
your
him.
house.
All you can do is smell a dirty t-shirt. That's what I'm talking about. You
What are you
brought
talking
your
about,
raggedy ass over here. You are scared of me. And now you gonna run because you don't like what the fuck I'm saying. I said I was trying to be respectful to your light bulb head, watermelon ass head.
Hold on, let me get back to it.
But that's like I said, you want to be Destiny, and you know your man still wants
Girl, don't nobody want to be me,
bothers
y'all.
you. That bothers you. That's why you
The
trying
only
to
reason why your man at home because he can't get up and leave your dumb ass. Hello, goodbye.
My man is rich, baby.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
He can't hop out of there and leave you, baby.
Scam and con people and have to ask.
Look, Sonny said he can't hop out of there and leave. Lord, I'm done. That is it, y'all. Listen, what are your thoughts on that exchange? Oh my God. Courtney says cleared. Oh, that was listen, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing. I wish Marcella hadn't. Marcella, if you would have put a period in it after that and shut it down, that was so funny. That was like so funny. A good health. That was a good healthy fight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like nobody went overboard between them. That was between those two ladies that both held their own. Now I'm gonna have to ride with Sunny because she got you. Because you talked about her husband and she said the reason why yours ain't left is because he can't hop out of there and leave. and Marcella had some good little digs that she had, but overall I think it was healthy. A healthy debate. Every now and then you need to get it out because Marcella, you've been poking at her, you've been saying stuff, you've been making some wild claims. You pulled up on her, she pulled up on you. It was mutual combat, and I wish you would have just kept it right there because that was you versus her. Oh Lordy.
Lord. I mean, I am going to be straight up honest, and people will call me out. But I was so upset about Sunny's previous lives, But for some reason, it has been put in my face, her recent lives, and I have been rolling, just hollering, laughing. Her lies about the tea, about the show, and the Marcella thing when Marcella came on hers. And then I don't follow Marcella, so I caught it on here for hot tea, and then I was crying, laughing, just like tonight. Let me tell you something. Sonny can read somebody down.
Listen, read her down.
Read her down. Ate and scraped the plate and then threw it out the window. I mean,
LV Sweet Mama says she gonna have new curtains tomorrow. Listen, they probably arrived today on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Marcella, don't sit by that window no more. If so, adjust your seat.
Go
Adjust your
with
seat,
mine.
honey.
Go with slacks. Get the slacks. Just slack
Listen,
molding. Just
it's
don't
been a
get it
hell of a
hurt.
show. I'm finna get off here, y'all. Uni Boo, you better come back real quick before we end the live. But I hope y'all look party in the chat every Monday night over here in the palace. We standing on business, honey. We listen. They say Carlos crashed out. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. But
Well, wait till you do. Oh my God.
oh,
Oh my
let me
God.
get to my Yeah, they say he crashed out. I don't know. I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
If he crashed out, if he just got emotional. But I may check it out. I typically don't go around there. I stay in my own lane, do my own thing, and so.
All right, Palace, the Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag.
That's a lot of money.
Listen, New Orleans Diva 504, member for 11 months, says epic fail. Your husband can't get up to leave. Listen, those ladies were off the chain, were they not? Samantha Elvie coming through with a 14-piece and a pepper. She says, Queen Carlos is vile. If nothing confirms it, tonight did it for me. I cannot believe the ish I was hearing. I'm sick to my stomach. Was it that bad? Damn, him, Destiny, Stormy, the Scots, tough face, Trish plus Kinslaw. What? Was it that bad?
Mm-hmm.
It was?
Yeah.
Don't tell me what he said, but it was that bad?
It was gutter snipe. Let me use an 1800 century word like growthful. It was gutter snipe is what he did. Gutter snipe.
It gutter sniped enough to okay, let me ask you, because there's gutter snipe where it pulls you to where the network will look at you crazy, or is it just something where YouTube would look at you crazy?
Oh, it's network worthy. It's network worthy.
What?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
shit. Okay. I am unique.
With absolutely no recognition or kudos for Mel.
I am unique. I am unique with a 5-piece and a pepper. That's why they hate the millimeters, because we see their little plans and expose them expeditiously. Hashtag chess, hashtag millimeters, hashtag dumb spider, hashtag let's go. Listen, Karen Marshall coming through with a 5-piece super sticker. We appreciate you, Queen. Cornbread 04, member for 7 months, standing on business, Palace, like we always do. Thank you, Cornbread. Ooh. Bravo Vivian got me over here thinking. She said it's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's bad.
Oh, Lord. Janice Walker coming through with a 20-piece. We appreciate you, Janice. She says if Carlos crashed out, he done lost his job. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What part of crashing out? Because some people come on YouTube and they crash the fuck out. And is it that kind of crash out?
It's that kind of crash out, and the fact that his number one star on the show today is celebrating, her birthday, and you don't. I mean, dude. I mean, it's a PR nightmare.
It is.
It's a PR nightmare.
Okay, sugar.
And it's to the point where any consideration he was even thinking of redeeming or going back or apologizing for that, because there were so many levels to it and so many parts he would have to apologize for, it would fail flat. It wouldn't work.
They're saying whose channel got I see what you're saying. Daryl Long said he crashed out on YouTube once a year. Okay, I got you. Okay, Vivian. Oh, I don't know, y'all. That's why I'm trying to figure out, is it the level of crash out that only we, like us, YouTubers would be offended, or is it something that the network would be like, hey, wait a minute. Welcome, Sugar and Kicking It with Courtney.
Hey, Queen Sheba. Hey,
Hey,
Palace.
hey.
How y'all doing tonight?
Hey.
I took a nap and woke up and what's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Yeah, so he was yelling all in the camera like Suge Knight.
Yeah.
All in the videos, dancing.
Person.
Damn, Carlos. You came over here to have a party in the chat. What?
Man, I didn't see it.
You know what? He was doing so much, Queen. To be honest, I clicked off a couple times. Came back. He was still going.
Still going.
And I left and came back, and I had to talk a little ish in the chat. But he was he was on one. Do you hear me?
Was he foaming out the mouth on one?
Basically.
It sound like
one. Do you hear me?
Basically.
And the fact that, like Bravo Vivian said, the fact that it's her birthday and you won't even let up on her birthday. Carlos is what I said,
demon.
you a piece of work.
He a demon.
They
I'm talking
say
about he on
veins
demon
popping out of
time.
his head. What?
Yeah.
Let me find out you did a line of something. What?
Hey, Courtney, he a fan. He a fan. He a fan.
Yeah, fan. Listen, listen.
He not like us.
No.
I kept putting laughing emojis in the chat.
Did you?
Sir, are you serious?
Yeah.
It was like
You know,
that.
people hate when you laugh at them when they mad as hell and you laugh.
So what was he going in?
He was crashing. He was crashing, boy.
What y'all think about the exchange between Sonny and Marcella?
Man, Sonny. Look, I've been giving Sonny a hard time lately.
Me too.
When I tell you Sonny got me back on her team, Sonny, please, if you're out there listening, that energy you have right there, it was because it wasn't like Queen said, it wasn't the below the belt energy. It was just giving you what you're giving me. I need that at the reunion. I don't need you to come in a reunion acting like you're trying to be cool with everybody and these people not into you. Give them the same thing they're giving you. And that's what she did with Marcella. And it was very entertaining and funny.
It was, and I listened to you this morning, Courtney, as I was having my coffee and getting ready for and having some meetings this morning, and y'all was so funny, and I agree with you when you said I think it was you and Lala that started off this morning. It was you, Lala.
Who started with Lala too? Who was it this morning?
It was me. I was up there with you.
I wasn't there neither.
Every morning. But I can't remember. I think two was there for a second.
It was two. Braylon jumped in.
Listen, here for Hot Tea say you definitely need some watermelon head shirts. Sonny, listen, girl, I'll help you make them. I'll help you design them. Girl, you better get them watermelon head shirts. I'll be the first to buy one and go live with it. I sure will. Get them watermelon head shirts. Get some hoodies. I like hoodies. Would you wear a watermelon head shirt?
She didn't say light bulb. She said light bulb head. Y'all, I was crying.
Where did it come from this time? What?
But Sonny cleared with that. He
with
can't
that,
get up and leave.
It's the leg. It's the leg.
It was game over at that point.
Yeah. And when she said, "You are elder, how old are you?" Marcella, you got to stand on business. You can't be out here terrorizing people and can't answer basic questions about facts, which is how now you say you deal in doxing, you deal with putting people shit out there. You cannot be afraid to put your own out there.
Yeah, I think I know at one time I thought she said she was like 64, maybe older than that. Because one time she was going off. Well, no, but if that was a few years ago. Wow. Never mind. Let me shut up.
No telling.
I mean, I'm thinking
Courtney, I know you lying. Courtney, listen, the back chat, bitch, I know you lying. I know you lying. Girl, I would have refunded it. Sonny, if you hear
Facts. See, I wish my cousin was sitting in here listening because she.
Hey, here for Hot Tea. Yeah, we trying to get her to get them watermelon head hoodies so I can go ahead and wear one on my cruise. We're gonna be watermelon head.
my forehead is kind of up there anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna be down for it.
Oh, there she goes. Sonny said I had to get in that ass one good time. Yes, but she got you with watermelon head, but you took it like
but Sonny got her with the leg.
She and the elderly.
Girl, I was like, what is it with the leg? So her husband, he got one leg?
Only reason why your nigga can't leave because he can't hop out and leave you.
Man,
Marcella says now look, Marcella, you're gonna have to take that flight now. You're gonna have to take that flight.
She ain't gonna bust a grape.
Not Marcella was up there talking about, I ain't dox her. I just showed the traffic ticket and said you was gonna catch a flight or slap her. What?
She said she gonna take that flight.
She gonna do nothing. She would probably fall down crying. She probably would. She probably would. She would just sit in a chair and be like, "I'm so."
I wish she wouldn't have let
took
the
the
women
flight
come
to
up
say,
and
"I'm sorry."
I think the women that followed after, that was a little bit too much, right? Because at that point, I feel like it took the lightness off of it and all the bitches and the hoes. It wasn't that serious. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And one of them incriminated y'all and said, "Yeah, we're gonna keep on doxing you." And that's when I was like, "Oops, got him, got him."
Got him. Yeah.
Wow. Did they?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
All over YouTube. So that's an admission of breaking the law, depending on what state you're in. You see what I'm saying? When people openly get and open their mouth on a platform, you know, she said, "We're gonna keep on doxing you."
Wow.
Oh, but
Stupid. That's
I
just
don't know,
dumb.
y'all.
That's dumb.
I don't know what you think about this YouTube stuff. I just feel like, ugh.
My name Bennett, and
Well,
I
you
ain't
gotta
here.
resort to doxing people and stuff when you just can't keep it on content. First of all, this is a show. These people ain't checking for y'all for real.
Right.
So when it goes to the point of you having to dox people and try and get their personal information and like, it's too much now. Like,
I agree.
it's too much.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, make
stay
your
over
money,
here in
come on here,
Dallas.
do your content, make your money, and that's it. But when
Leave
that
me
beat gets to
alone.
like it's personal, we don't know each other personally for real. This is a platform. We typically, I mean, unless you want to, creatively come together and do something, typically these are people you don't know personally. So why are you taking stuff so personal? It's a platform. Make your money, go home, go on about your life. That shows a lack of what you really have going on in your real life.
Come on now.
I mean, for
Period.
me, YouTube is on my TV. I get tired of watching the news. I get tired of even, the reality shows themselves. I enjoy YouTube basically as like another form of entertainment, TV, and then I get to participate in it. So it's all exciting for me this way instead of having to do the channel and editing and try to find out, you have to do a lot of research if you are a true content creator. And I don't have to do all that no more. So I'm just like, that's fine, it's great. And then all of a sudden it started turning black. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all are going too far. And some of my favorite content creators are the ones who are trying to explain, what the different levels of doxing and what's respectful and, and how you respect other people's channels. And then you come back and then you got all this other little, garbage mess going on. And it's getting kind of scary. That's why, and we're going to keep on doxing you. Are you serious? You going to announce it? Wow.
Yeah, they announced that. I will say this. I would say to the content creators I'm going to say the content creators, and there's some damn good ones out here. Keep creating content. Leave their asses behind.
Yeah.
They're going to look up one day and say, but damn, leave them behind. Let them tear up what they're going to tear up back there. And before you know it, you've shifted to a whole other lane. And I don't mean like a good content creator makes good content. Period. Point blank.
They do. And it's good money. It's good money. I'm like, I'm too busy. I have a lot. But
I don't either, Kaylin. I don't watch neither, but I was able to get it from what's happening. And also I saw it on Kicking It with Courtney. We doing some really good stuff over here in the palace. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I know the phone calls I'm having over here. I know what we're doing. I know what other not bloggers, content creators that I've worked with. I know what they're doing on their channels, and it's some great content, excellent content that I love. And I rotate. Yeah, I do.
I remember Marcella from I can't remember the avatar, the lady's name. I remember her from back then. I've been around this, and I was doing it, I think, starting in actually as what bloggers were before. They were just like websites off of WordPress and all that stuff. You remember that?
No,
And
I ain't been around that long. We the newbies, girl.
okay,
We ain't been
all
here
right.
that long, girl.
I mean, it was like, it started
Uh-uh.
off, you would create your, well, I'm not going to go into details of all that, but
Yeah.
before it was so much social media involved, there were literally like article pages that you would look up. I think All About the Tea started that way. There were a few out there and stuff. And I remember Marcella, she came she came on YouTube, and then she came through, I think, All About the Tea. I can't remember.
Look,
And then
it's not important.
okay, but it
You're not
got
giving her a
real.
rundown.
Okay, so that's what I remember her for. And then when
Yeah.
it got crazy, I was just like, okay, enough, because she's always flying off and not making sense to me. And so I was like, nah, I can't. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I heard about it, Inez. Divine Femme recorded me and put it on her channel. Yeah, I heard about it. But listen, I'm booked and busy. How about
Yeah.
that? I don't have time to worry about the dumb spiders. I really don't. I don't
Not
mind leaving a
dumb
little bit
spider.
of crumbs every now and then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sugar.
I said not dumb spiders.
Listen, dumb spiders. I
Yeah.
don't mind leaving a little bit of crumb. You know what I'm saying? Letting you eat for a little bit off my plate. To be used by God. Mrs. Valentine says, watermelon, get it, Sonny. She single-handedly bombed I don't know what that means, TT channel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know what
Okay. I don't know it. I mean, I don't know it all. I
who
was
is
kind of like
this?
fading out,
ABTT.
all about, all
Y'all got
about
to spell it out. I don't know.
All
all
about
about the tea.
Oh, I don't know who. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
bring myself up to speed.
Yeah. It was a while. It was years ago. Years.
Um, Leticia Hunter, thank you for the 5-piece super sticker. We love it. We appreciate it. And How I See It TV coming through with a 2-piece and a pepper. She says, Latrice says she would not make a statement either. Against what? I haven't seen it, y'all. Latrice wouldn't make a statement about what?
About her
Oh, if she was Melody. I got it.
and that's Stormy's friend.
Girl. Okay. Oh, they recorded. Okay. Listen. Okay. I'm a Scorpio. That's all I'm gonna say. Kaylin, we told you not to talk to that Divine lady. No, that's her channel. Divine Film, she's actually a content creator. She has 3
Oh,
different channels. But let me tell you how she pimped these other content creators. She comes on as a subscriber under the name Divine Film so that y'all won't come over there, so that they won't come over there and mess up her channels. That's her channel. And she's Unpopular Opinion.
mm-hmm.
She's both. So she's a content creator, but she trolls other content creators under her troll name, which is Divine Film. And she shouts herself out. I can pull that out. The first she came on my channel, she said, I listen to Unpopular Opinion. I really like her. I like how she does her content. Come to find out, she's talking about her damn self. You know what? Let's go ahead and end this live.
okay.
She's a content creator.
Happy Veterans Day. I had fun today. Oh, you know what, Queen Sheba? I went to 2 events, and at the events, they were encouraged people to ask people to come to the events next year to find out how they can help disabled and homeless veterans. So, and
Just
the event.
inbox me about that kind of. You can
Okay,
inbox.
I will. I will.
Yeah,
I
inbox me.
will.
Yeah.
I will.
So therefore, we can
So,
have a private conversation.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
I
would love
sure
to
will.
hear more.
Yeah.
Sugar, Courtney, listen. What are your thoughts on all this craziness?
Go ahead, Sugar. Nah, I think Queen, you did an excellent job. When I tell you an excellent job on your commentary per usual, you give a lot of gems, a lot of think pieces. As far as the YouTube craziness, it's a lot, to be honest. It's a lot. Um, I don't know what the end game is, honestly, because like Sonny was saying, what and then what? After you dox me, what? Like what are you looking? You know what's the end game? After you dox somebody and you give out their personal information, then what are you looking for? So I think it's a lot. But I think it's encouraged. I think a lot of the same things that people are claiming that they're denouncing, they're actually encouraging it. So I don't know if it will stop. As long as the show is on, you just got to be careful. Have your armor on. That's all I know, because these streets are beasts. But I had a good time. Sunny and Marcella's exchange was hilarious.
Yes, it was.
MVP
Yeah.
of that one. It was funny. So that's all I got.
It was given I eat my rice and cabbage.
Because I am my bad.
Listen, I was like, man, the freaks come out at night, but Sunny tore her ass up. I'm sorry, Marcella. I'm gonna have to give Sunny that round. She ate you alive on your own in your own house.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Marcella said, I'm gonna fly out there and punch you in your face and show you how much of an elder I am.
Wait,
girl.
did y'all hear how her voice changed when she said B?
Yes.
Boy,
Demon came out that voice.
Baby.
We just watching
it was
demons
on
in
there.
full form.
Girl.
Wow.
That's
That
the way
was
I feel.
so funny. But listen, y'all, thank y'all for rocking with us. If you
Rolling.
haven't already, listen, if you're cruising, listen, we are like booked and busy. We're getting ready for our cruise, our first cruise together for the Palace. We're cruising New Year's Eve. We're selling the sea. We're going to be on the sea and the ocean. If you haven't already, hold on. Y'all better quit playing and get your cruise shirts. If you want one, very affordable. Okay. They're $25. And if you don't want a cruise shirt, you can look cute in your paws.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I know I am. I got all my. Who don't buy their merch? I do. Who don't buy their merch? I buy all my merch and I wear it. So yes. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to my panelists. Thank you everybody. It's been a decent party in the chat. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank you to Sunny, to everybody that pulled up tonight. We will see you next Monday again for party in the chat. Y'all get up. Y'all go to bed so you won't be late for work tomorrow. Okay, Desira says her pause is on the way. She got her notification today. Listen, I don't play behind my shipping. I get it out. I get it out there. Is the Palace Takeover shirt sold out? No, it should be available. Get your behind on that site. Like Joel Osteen says, get yourself in a good Bible-based church and get your shirt. No, you should be good. The flip-flops. Listen, if you haven't already, you got to get my flip-flops. They are just too cute. And they're very thick, like the Tory Burke sandals. I did a video on them. They are cute. The Estate Noir wears hers everywhere. All right. Final thoughts, panel, if any, before we log off.
Don't forget to watch that CK Live. And it was funny and hilarious. Thank you. I done lost my voice again, so I'm gonna go take some meds and pass out.
All right. Well, I hope you feel better.
Love you,
Bravo,
Queen
Vivian.
Sheba. I'm getting there. I'll be all right. Y'all know.
Yeah. Rest.
Yeah, I got up here late, but everybody have a great evening. And even though it was hilarious, I will hope that Sunny don't run over over on the dark side no more and give them her energy. That's the way I feel about it. But it was hilarious. But I think that everybody just need to go back to, everybody need to calm down and go back to just pushing out good content, and we all be great.
I agree. I agree. Thank you, Sugar.
Always a pleasure to come over to the palace, get a good word in with a good laugh. We appreciate you, Queen. Just coming in, sharing your platform, letting us get everything off on a good Monday night. So that's all I have. You all have a great night. And again, thanks, Queen.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, Queen.
Thank you.
I get back on the regular because I was trying a new streaming service this morning. I can't upload any of my stuff.
Yeah, some of them been acting up. There's one in particular I use. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I cannot use it on my mobile phone anymore, so I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, I can't. It won't let me upload any of my videos, so I'm gonna have to go back to StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stick with what you know, honey.
Yeah, because I can't play none of my stuff. So
Stick with what you know. And y'all make sure y'all show my moderators too, Latrice and Linda Gamble, some love. Linda, you still over here? Or did you clock out already? They said that was a good kiki. All right, everybody, we out of here for real. You know how black folks be like, okay, we out, and then you don't walk to the door. 30 minutes. You move by the tree. 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, you
Get close
outside
to
the
the car
car.
door. You standing by the car door.
Yeah. Look, you done got in, started the car, let down a window.
That's just good conversation, girl. When you can't leave quick.
Where we at? Are we at the door or are we in the car?
I think we're in the car, and I'm about to ask you what you fixed for dinner tonight.
Is the window down or up?
It's down.
It's down.
Okay, the window down. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and back up out this driveway and get out of here.
Right. I'll holler.
Good night, y'all. Love y'all.
All right. Good night, everybody. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good evening.